What's up, everybody? Tyson Roush. Let's talk Jets. Another one of these Mondays, man, where you're looking, 15 years, no playoffs. The Jets are coming off an embarrassing loss to the Dolphins. There are far more questions than answers. You try to figure out, you try to find your positives, right? You're like, oh, well, things that you could build on. And you assess what is Aaron Glenn's first year here? And, at one point, the Jets won three out of 5 games. And they beat a couple bad teams. But you're like, maybe there's a glimmer of hope here. But if you look a little deeper, and it's going to come off really negative, but just look a little deeper and say, how far off are the New York Jets right now? Because, they're armed with a lot of draft picks. They're going to have significant cap space. Can they make enough moves next year to become relevant? How many holes do they actually have? And if you look, it's not, I don't know, man. It's like, look at the quarterback position. Right now, Justin Fields proved that he's not the guy. I wouldn't bring him back next year. Tyrod Taylor, nice leader, great captain, but can't stay healthy. He's not going to be here. So the Jets, right off the bat, need 2 quarterbacks next year. The running back position, you have Breece Hall, who's been probably the team MVP. Think about that conversation. Who's the team MVP right now, this team? It's a McNamara, Isaiah Williams. But looking at Breece Hall, you're either going to tag him, try to trade him. What do you do there? Braylon Allen lost season. You saw something a little bit out of Isaiah Davis, nothing much there. So the running back position, you're not really sure what you have minus Breece. The tight end group, you've seen some good out of Mason Taylor. Ruckert is Ruckert. You see one catch, then you see a drop. Stone Smart's irrelevant. The offensive line, Membu's been solid. You think you have something to work with there. You wonder about, the coaching there, because they struggle a little bit as the season plays on. And sometimes they're being thoroughly outcoached, like yesterday, where they're just getting absolutely manhandled. We're getting up 6 sacks and everything else. But that's a work in progress. And then you look at Tanner Engstrand, where you wonder if, when they selected Justin Fields, did they actually create an offense that features Justin Fields' best ability? Like how'd that marriage all work out? It didn't seem like very well because it flowed better with Tyrod. So, is Tanner Engstrand a legit good play caller? And is this staff ready to deal with a young quarterback? If it's Fernando Mendoza or whoever else, do you honestly feel comfortable with that? Like you see all these analysts, Engstrand's calling the plays, they're not running them. I'm not so sure about that. Look at the wide receiver group right now. You have Garrett Wilson, and then what? Literally nothing. John Mechie yesterday, last couple weeks have been a disaster. A.D. Mitchell's got potential. Aaron Smith's done nothing. Lazard's going to be gone. Tyler Johnson's going to be gone. Josh Reynolds will probably be gone. So you basically have one receiver. And maybe 1.5. You don't want to count A.D. Mitchell. That's not ideal. So you need at least probably 2 more receivers to add to this mix. So offensively, for being completely honest, what has gotten better as the season's played out? What player is on offense said, you know what? This player under this staff has gotten better. I'll sit and wait for that answer because you're going to be hard pressed to find these answers, which is so discouraging when this is an evaluation year. Well, you're not only evaluating your players, the contracts, who's going to stay, who's going to go. You're also evaluating the coaching staff. So look at the defensive side of the ball, where obviously they traded away Quinnen Williams, but the defensive line's overall has been a pretty big disappointment. You've seen some good out of Briggs and Harrison Phillips, 2 quality trades, but Will McDonald is every 3 games he plays well. Jermaine Johnson coming off a huge injury, he's been okay. But look at yesterday, the Jets have no pass rush at all. That's a problem. The linebacker group is a complete disaster. Quincy Williams won't be back. Jamien Sherwood get the huge contract, it's been terrible. What do you have after that? A couple rookies that are trying to find their way. The corners, Sauce is gone. You're seeing something out of A.Z. Thomas. He's got a long way to go. Brandon Stevens has been a fine. Brownlee's been okay. He got a lot of penalties, but now he's out for the year, so you don't know what you're going to get there. The safety position, Cisco was a mess. You got Malachi Moore getting some reps. So look, on defense, you probably need what? You need probably another defensive tackle. You're going to need a pass rusher for sure. Maybe 2 linebackers, maybe 2 safeties, or at least 1 safety. There's a lot of holes here, man. And then what is it with Wilks? Is it defense just this bad because they don't have enough talent? Or because the coaching is horrendous? Because yesterday they were horrendous. Many games they were horrendous where it seemed like they were being thoroughly outcoached, out-schemed, and they weren't making adjustments. But you could say, you know what, well, we don't have the right players for our scheme. We need 1 more year. I'm not sure I even buy that. So you're looking at what players are getting better after 13 games. Name them. Can you name 5? We can't even name a team MVP. It's not on special teams. And then it comes to the question, now you see, as seasons fall apart for other teams, say just, the Steelers and Ravens, if there is a world where Mike Tomlin or John Harbaugh become available, how in the hell did the Jets not consider it? And I understand Tyson, Aaron Glenn's definitely coming back. I understand all of that. You have former Jet, all these things. If you're truly evaluating what we see right now for the entire year, and at the end of 17 games, you can't identify 5 players that are getting better, and a prominent, big-time, established head coach becomes available, you've got to make a true. You got to think about it, dude. You have to. The Jets won't, which will be them probably another flaw, and that'll be another part of this whole thing. But the only thing is, it's like, man, we're looking for a glimmer of hope. We want something to buy into. And right now, after all of this, it is so damn difficult to do that because you know they're not one player away. They're not two players away. And to even have a realistic chance at the playoffs next year, they need to have significant moves made, probably 4 or 5 big-time moves that are actually correct and pan out, while the rest of this nucleus actually plays better. So this is, I got a couple comments in my last video, Matt. It's like, you know what, this may be another rock bottom because you think if you need some vital players here to help turn these things around, and you may need some help on the coaching staff too, which is not easy to find. So again, maybe they surprise us this week and beat the Jaguars and end the season strong. But yesterday's loss to Dolphins exposed a lot of warts on this team, and they're very concerning.